My name is Matschull. This video will be longer than usual because it involves a more complex topic, and I don't want to leave you with only a small portion of what you may need to know. While I've tried to be thorough, I do assume that you have a basic knowledge of LibreOffice Writer. If you think I've missed something, you may want to check out some of my other videos. A link to my Writing Efficiently channel can be found in the description area beneath this video. Table styles are a special category of styles in LibreOffice Writer. I make sure the Styles deck is open in the sidebar. That is the icon on the right with the capital A and the paintbrush. I go to the Table Styles area by clicking on the icon at the top with the image of a table and paintbrush. You cannot create a table by clicking on any of these styles. However, you can use them to style a table that already exists in your document. I place the cursor where I want to insert a table in my document. Click on the table icon in the standard toolbar and a grid appears where I can select the number of columns and rows I want. I draw in my table by holding down the left mouse button and moving down and to the right. When I release my left mouse button, a table appears in my document where the cursor was. A new toolbar appears at the bottom of the screen to aid in working with the table. How to work with tables will be a topic for another video. This video will focus on styling tables. With the cursor anywhere in the table, I can double-click on any of the table styles listed in the sidebar to apply that style to the table. I'll double-click on box list green. See how the table changes? I'll double-click on simple grid columns. While you can style a table this way, I don't recommend using this method unless you know ahead of time what the table will look like when the style is applied. With the cursor in the table, I'll click on the Delete Table icon in the toolbar at the bottom of the screen. I'll click on the table icon in the standard toolbar again, but this time I'll click on More Options. The Insert Table dialog appears. I'll set the columns to 4 and rows to 5. I'll leave the other options alone. For now, our focus is on the Styles area of the dialog. On the left side, you see the same styles list as you did in the Table Styles area in the sidebar, although the order may be different. On the right side is a preview of how the style will format the table. This is much more useful than just the names listed in the Table Styles area in the sidebar. Notice the difference when I click on the two custom table styles at the bottom of the list. The preview even shows the fonts included in different areas of the table. I'll select my blue header and click Insert. The table is inserted into the document using the style I chose. Using more than one table in a document, you'll probably want all of your tables to look basically the same. If none of the style choices fit your needs, you can create your own table style. To show how this is done, I will click the Undo icon in the standard toolbar and open the Insert Table dialog again. In this case, I'll do it by going to Table in the menu bar and selecting Insert Table. I'll select 4 columns and 5 rows. I'll check Heading. I'll check Repeat Heading Rows on new pages. I'll set heading rows to 2. I'll leave styles set to none. I'll click Insert. I'll open the Paragraph Styles area in the sidebar. Notice the position of the cursor as I click in various cells. Also, notice what paragraph style is highlighted in the sidebar. Because I set heading to 2 rows, all those cells are center aligned. The table heading paragraph style is highlighted in the sidebar. The other cells in the other rows are left aligned. The table contents paragraph style is highlighted in the sidebar. I'll begin to style the table manually. I'll leave the alignments of the cells as they are. First, I'll give an outline to the cells. With the cursor anywhere in the table, I'll click my right mouse button and select Table Properties. I'll go to the Borders tab. To keep things simple, I'll give a uniform border to all of the cells. In the line arrangement area, I'll click on the second icon from the right. Note the lines displayed in the preview area. In the line area, I'll set the width to 0.50 points. I'll click OK. I'll select the first row by clicking the left mouse button in the first cell and drawing the mouse to the right until all the cells in the row are highlighted. Then I'll release the mouse button. I'll now click the right mouse button and select Merge Cells. The cells are merged and the cursor is centered. Notice that the table heading paragraph style is highlighted. I'll right-click on this and select Modify. I'll go to the Area tab and click a color of light gold 2 and click Apply. Notice the white space between the area color and the borders. When I set the borders area in the table properties, I left padding between the border and any text inside the cells. I want the padding, so I'll need to give the cells a background color another way. I'll change the area color back to none. I'll click OK. I highlight the first 2 rows of the table. In the toolbar at the bottom of the screen, I click on the down arrow beside the table cell background color and select light gold 2. I click outside the table to see what it looks like. That's what I wanted. Sometimes you need to experiment to find out exactly how to do what you want. I want the font in the first row to be larger than that in the second row because that will be my table title. To see what the cell fonts look like, I'll type title in the first row. I'll hit Tab to go to the first cell in the second row. I'll just type text here. I hit Tab again and type text. I continue doing this until all the cells are filled. Notice that all the cells have the same font, although the size and styling change. I want the cells outside the table heading to have a sans serif font. With the cursor in one of those cells, I notice that the table contents paragraph style is highlighted in the sidebar. I right-click on this and select Modify. I go to the Font tab and change the font to Liberation Sans and click OK. What happened? The font in all the cells has changed. I click in the top cell of the table. I notice that table heading paragraph style is now highlighted. I also notice that this style is a direct descendant of table contents paragraph style, so it is probably inheriting the font style of its parent. I right-click on table heading and select Modify. I go to the Font tab. I change the font to Liberation Serif. I also change the size to 16 points. I click OK. That's what I wanted. I want the font size in the column headings to be smaller. To do this, I'll create a new paragraph style. I right-click on the table heading, paragraph style, and select New. In the Organizer tab, I give this paragraph style the name Column Heading. I go to the Font tab. I want this style to inherit all its attributes from the table heading style except the font size. I change this to 14 points. I click OK. Now I need to apply this style to the second row, so I select the second table row. I click the plus sign beside table heading. I double-click on the column heading paragraph style that appears. I click outside the table. The table looks like I want it to look. But I don't want to go to all that trouble each time I create a table. Instead, I'll use this table to create a new table style. With the cursor anywhere in the table, I go to Table Auto Format Styles. In the Auto Format dialog, I click Add. I give my new table style a name, My Gold Head. I click OK. Notice that My Gold Head has been added to the format list. But look at what else has been added. Another row in the table has been given the background color of the second row in the heading. In fact, every other row of the table will be given this background color. This is not a problem if you have only one heading row, only if you have two heading rows. To get around this problem, I'll need to use a workaround. I'll click Delete, then Close. First, I'll remove the text from the cells. I could leave it at this, but I'll insert placeholders in the first two rows. I'll go to the first row. I'll go to Insert, Field, More Fields. In the Functions tab of the dialog that appears, I'll select Placeholder in the Type area. I'll select Text in the Format area. In the Placeholder area, I'll type Title. Select Insert. The placeholder title is inserted into this cell. I'll go to the first cell in the second row. I'll type Call Head in the placeholder area and click Insert. I'll place the cursor in the next cell and click Insert. I'll place the cursor in the next cell and click Insert. I'll place the cursor in the next cell and click Insert. I'll click Close. OK, I've inserted my placeholders. Now I want to save this table styling so I can reuse it. I select the whole table. I go to Tools and select Auto Text. A dialog appears. In the Name area, I type Table Gold Head. In the shortcut area, I'm given the suggestion TGH. I want this auto text shortcut to be a little easier to use, so I change the TGH to lowercase letters. Make sure my auto text is highlighted. I click on the auto text button at the bottom of the dialog and select New. I click on the plus sign that has appeared beside my auto text. I click on Table Gold Head. The name and shortcut I used appears and the preview looks right, so I click Close. Now to test out my new auto text, I move the cursor to an area beneath my table. I go to Tools, Auto Text. I select Table Gold Head and click Insert. a new table appears. If I remember the shortcut, I could type TGH and hit the F3 key to save even more time. This new table style is now available by using auto text not only in this document, but in any new documents. If you don't want to remember you have this auto text table, there is another workaround for using table auto format styles. Create a table with a single heading row and save it using auto format styles. Then, after inserting this table style in the document, you can add a new row to the header and style as desired. This method, of course, would involve more work each time you create a new table. Remember, things might not work exactly the way you want or expect. If they don't panic. There may be another way to get the results you want. You can experiment, or you can ask for help on one of the LibreOffice community forums. If you use tables of various designs in a single document, you might want to create styles based on the table contents and table heading styles, but not linked to them. This might be the subject of another video. If you've learned something from this video tutorial, please give it a like. Then check out my other videos by going to my Writing Efficiently channel with the link provided in the description area beneath this video.